I always recommend to, you know, manufacturers, if you want to get kids' attention, send in those young people that can tell those stories. Because if we want more kids to get into manufacturing and choose that as a career, they need to hear those things. They need to hear that and what it's like, the fun part of it, and because right now most kids think, doctor, lawyer, teacher, whatever, the engineer, those are the main. And not that there's anything wrong with those careers, but there's a whole world out there that for kids that maybe even don't want to go on to post-secondary school.
Yeah, and really like engineering is really like the only promoted job title for manufacturing. It's like the closest related promoted job title probably. And like you said, if you don't want to go into a post secondary, uh, then there's no thought of manufacturing really. And I personally didn't even know anything about really manufacturing or automation until I walked into a college and was like, hey, I got to do something. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I got to do something. And then I got directed. They're like, we have this automation thing, and I'm like, what's that? You know.
Yeah, thankfully, and that's the thing, more young people need to see those opportunities available as opposed to only, we have a school system that's run by teachers who come out of a system that encourages, the uh, multi-level approach to getting through high school. Like when I was in high school, they used the terms basic, general, and advanced. If that isn't the worst possible way to categorize kids, so you're advanced. Ooh, you're the smart kids. Basic, like we called kids basic. I just, and only because they weren't very good maybe in academics, but they were, you know, and this is a big push right now. A lot of requests. We need to get shop things back in schools. And yeah, we need to get rid of these images that because you're not, an A+ student in academics, that you are basic. We need to also celebrate that. I mean, it's not always the people with PhD that are keeping our society running. So
Yeah, and also I feel like I really feel like the like those co high school programs are like some of the best programs because you really might catch somebody who like had zero plans outside of high school, like to do anything college related or career related, right? There's a plausibility that you can catch them through like one of those technical classes through dual credits. You might excite somebody. Oh, well, I already got a couple credits in this. Maybe I'll go ahead and carry it on through into college. So it's like if we can bring more of those like dual credited classes and more of the like other technical or really just any career related like co-work type of programs into the high schools, I think that's tremendously helpful.
well, and this is a bit of a passion of mine. I think the school system is set up much too narrowly focused
Hmm.
on one way of learning, right? And we have people that learn differently. But I understand the school system has to accommodate kind of the middle of the road almost. So kids who are exceptionally bright in terms of academics sometimes struggle, and then kids who are, struggle with academics, they're left behind, right? And so we really need to make big changes. And I think manufacturers and those in automation, they're going to have to start advocating, for changes in the school system
Hmm.
so that we can get a different, track system set up so that we can get kids going down the road of apprenticeships and into skilled trades and not only looking at academia as being the be all and end all.